Welcome back. Welcome back to the I Am Praise Network channel, where the favor of God increases every single day. And it is early in the morning. I just finished dropping off one of my children to a program. And I'm having me a little breakfast in the car with my water and just sitting here reflecting and thinking. And this message came to me that I said I gotta share with my community. I have to let them know. So one thing you really have got to remember is don't let anything or anyone stop you from creating and being who you are. There are certain people that your creativity, your passion, your ideas, your sweet spot is in your own creativity, And I truly believe there are forces that will try to stop that will try to stop you from being creative, that will try to stop you from being abundant, because that is where your abundance flows, is in your creativity. You have to protect not only your peace and your mind, but also your creativity, how you're able to maneuver. And I just believe that God will always find a way to pull you back into a space where you're creating again and you're thriving again. It's something that is powerful. It's beautiful because it releases, and direction comes from that, and so much more comes from that. But this came to my mind to share with someone today, that your creativity is a tool, and that I even understand why when I would sing, right? Sing at church, just sing at all, how everything would change, my mood would change, my mind would change. It was like literally healing my own body, healing my mind and my soul, And I'm saying this to you because some people are in a rut, and some people are feeling backed up. I had a headache the other day. It was so crazy. But my headache, I know that I was dealing with some sinus issues and things. But it was so interesting to me because later on that evening, I ended up going to pick my daughter up from somewhere, and I don't know how I ended up singing on the microphone, right? With my daughter's mother. I mean, not my daughter's mother. That sounds, I'm her mother. With my daughter's friend's mother. And it was so refreshing and reviving. And that was the moment that it hit me, even though I've had this moment hit me before, but it really hit me again because of how I've been feeling lately. I had been feeling a lot of different feelings, feeling a lot of other people's feelings. And I truly believe a lot of people, there's a lot of people who experience that, where you're feeling everybody else. You haven't quite truly had the opportunity to pour into yourself, to really truly just deal with your own thoughts and emotions. And as you're experiencing this, I think that something happens energetically. I really do. I think something happens where we start to feel the negative effects of it at times. And you gotta get that off you. You gotta get it out. You have to be able to flourish and thrive in life. And the way to do that is through tapping in and tuning into your own gifts, to your own creativity. Nothing that is coming from someone else or something else. It's not gonna be soothed by this, that, and the other. It's gonna connect you through you, right? I'm very grateful to God because I was praying about some things, kind of going to war with it in my head, of course, as humans do, right? And I was like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to keep going back and forth about this anymore. And I don't want this type of lifestyle anymore. And I don't want this, but I don't want that lifestyle anymore either. And it's kind of felt in between. I'm just being transparent because I feel like there's a lot of times where we will get in a crossroads and we'll have to make choices and decisions. So one thing is that creativity is a way, of course, we know, to express ourselves, right? To pull out what we're really feeling. Like, you could take a child in art class and the colors they choose. You could take an adult in art and the colors they choose, the things that they're, it may tell a little bit more to the story than what they're verbally saying, so many different ways, even in the songs that are chosen, the songs that are sing, in the dances that are danced. It's so much. It is a gift to be able to create. It is a gift to be able to create an artistic form. It is a gift to be able to just create it all, because there's different ways. There's so many different ways to create. So I'm saying this to you because I just want to encourage you that if you haven't, take time to stop what you're doing and create. Take time to pour and invest in yourself in a unique, different way. Take time to do that, because when I tell you that the doors started opening up, when I tell you that the motivation, the encouragement that I needed started coming back to me, that the picture started to get clearer, even just through creating, the joy, like even the choices that I was making, the decisions that I was making, and even just expressing myself more. You know, I'm just proud of that. I'm just proud of that for me because of how I grew up. I even realized that I actually grew up where my parents asked me what I thought about things. And I'm very grateful for that, because more so my dad, you know, asked me, what do you think? What do you think? You know, I'm very grateful that he would show me what it looked like and dynamics, that if I don't like something that I could change it. I think that's one of the best things that he's blessed me with experience-wise, teaching me in his parenthood journey, is the power to change my mind. And I can always tell when I'm like kind of like at the cusp of like, yeah, something's about to change and it's about to hit everybody, or whatever the case may be. I'm very grateful for that. But I wanted to encourage you, because even though I'm using my own experience to just share with you, I know that someone out there has been feeling like, you know, stuck. Someone has been feeling like, what's the next move? What's the next thing? And you look around and you're trying to work with what you have, and sometimes it feels like everything is trying to work against what you're doing. Create, whether you dance, sing, do something full of love, full of light, full of joy. Create. It'll unlock that blockage. Forgive, release people, call your power back, do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? To make room for what God has for you, because you deserve the best. The best does not mean that someone's going to be waiting on you hand and foot. That's when I say the best. When I say that, I'm talking about the thoughtfulness, the healing, the wholeness, the wholesomeness of life, the enjoyment. Some stuff is just getting old. There are certain things that are just getting old that we have tolerated. What do I mean by that? Sometimes we tolerate certain appetites and certain mindsets that are just not befitting for where you're going. You got to change, you got to transform. It's just time for that. Everything knows it, you know it, you feel it. And in order to get to the next level, sometimes you have to strip yourself from old habits, ways of thinking, ways you used to do things. Buckle down, put in your face all of the dynamics that you want to be, who you see yourself as. You know, some people can just go change their mind and that's it, and keep it moving, and they're in the next chapter. But some people, because I truly believe there are certain individuals who they're extremely special. I think they have gifts and talents that there are even dark forces that don't want them to evolve and be who they need to be completely. You know, sometimes we're fighting the death that needs to happen. Our ego death. We're fighting that. Sometimes we're fighting the death of reputation. Sometimes we're fighting the death of acceptance. There's the death of so many things in our character, and we don't realize that that's the last piece to the puzzle of opening up a new chapter, because it's not about someone else being right or wrong. It's not about you being right or wrong. It's about understanding your path and your destiny, and aligning with the morals and the values and the standards that are helping you move that one foot into the next chapter, one foot after the other. Everybody does not have the same journey, and you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay that people don't have the same journey as you. You got to be okay that they don't see things the same as you. You got to be okay if you've outgrown certain communities and certain places and people and spaces. You got to be okay with that. But create. Unlike you want to go to that next dimension. Create. There's some power in your creativity. There's power in you getting up and moving through your expression. Express it. Don't hold it in. Express it. Get it out. What you're feeling, don't have things backed up and locked up in you, because that will drain you. And it's not draining the bad out of you. It's a lot of times it's draining the very thing that's just helping sustain you. So you got to put everything and everybody on lock. And you got to go create. You got to put everything and everybody on lock. And you have to go and be all that you are supposed to be, without the hindrances and the opinions and the dynamics of others. To know that something is truly your own thoughts, it definitely does take you being isolated and being alone. If you're dealing with something where you're not certain, is this mine or is this a suggestion? Because sometimes people see your gifts and talents and they want to say, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and then you're in this direction. You're like, am I doing what I want to do, or what he wants me to do, or what she wants me to do? You got to isolate yourself. In isolation, some people, I don't care I'm not looking at the negative part of isolation. There's an extreme positive part of isolating and hearing and seeing for yourself and understanding what you need to do for yourself. There's a very heavy part of that. But I want you to be encouraged today. It's just Saturday morning. I'm enjoying my morning still, creating still, expressing even now. I'm excited about this. I'm just very grateful to God for his peace today, for his wisdom. And I'm excited to continue in my day in peace and in love and in wisdom, because I am the creator of my own day. So I'm excited about that. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and I'm creating my own path through my choices and decisions. So here's to making good choices, amazing decisions. Here's to learning, forgiving, loving, and discerning and moving forward with power and might. So I want you guys to be encouraged today. Thank you guys for sitting here with me. And I hope that you create today. I hope that you express today. And if you're experiencing any blockage, that you're able to get rid of it, shatter it. And if you're not experiencing blockage, look at you. Keep thriving. I'm excited because there's so many beautiful things that are ahead of you. There's so many wonderful things that are ahead of you. It's just the beginning. Don't let anyone stop you, not even you.